Alright. Morning everyone, or afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Still just getting settled in. So, as you can probably guess, it's going to be a Kahoot on the stream. I'm not going to do any racing, but I'm going to try and get a lot of steady riding in. But first of all, let's have a look while still waiting for... Because I can't just play Kahoot with no one. Let's just wait a little while before we start the first one. I've got 5 Kahoot matches, rounds, 5 questions. Nothing, well, it's tough questions actually. I've made them a lot easier, made them a lot harder than last week. Last week was just a test and realised that I have to run it through Kahoot. Kahoot's so much better than trying to type everything out myself. Now, let me just make sure everything's fine. Got all that. Now, is there any group rides going? Sundays. Mount Fuji hill climb. I think that's actually Mount Fuji. Not doing the tiny race. Ignore that. Do type group ride. I'll stop you from looking at the tiny races. I think we'll just ride with Coco and do Coco rides, I think, if I can keep up with Coco. Problem is I've got my gravel bike, so maybe keeping up my reel will be hard. Because I'm trying to upgrade my gravel bike, which is now 1 billion kilometers away from level 5. I've got the good, get those Zwift wheels off. These ones, why are the Zwift wheels on? Okay. Now, where have we got? Girl Maria. Castle to castle, where's Maria? She must be, sometimes it puts it right at the front. If you've done it, there it is, 2 bridges. Oh no, not 2 bridges. That's the route of the week, isn't it? I did that yesterday in the race. Or it's 2 bridges? No, she can't be the route of the week. Where's the route of the week? Hilly route. I've done that. Climb of the week. Portal. Oh man. I'm not really that. I've got enough XP. What else have we got? Route Chaser. What's Route Chaser? Volcano climb. Spiral in the volcano. Don't think I've done the spiral in the volcano. Is that why it's got 1030 XP? One hour and 45. I should do that, shouldn't I? Then change into a workout once I've chosen it. Let's do that. Oh, it's already. Where's my fan? It's already working up a sweat, and it shouldn't be. What's the temperature? Oh. It says it's only 13.3 degrees. What's the humidity? Oh, there we go. 84% humidity at 13 degrees. That's probably why. Okay, so pretty certain I can change into one of my favourite workouts in here. Let's have a look. Where's my... Should be in the top somewhere. Try exert first. 120. That's quite sedate. What else have I got in here? Why can't I go down? Go on, down. 90, 120. Taking care of business. Take me to church. Oh, yeah, it's 2 hours and 54 minutes. This is Sky Diamonds 90. I reckon I haven't got 120, I mean 200 in there. Not 200. I'm just working it out, Zwifty. Going to do a workout, but I'm going to do a quiz. Once we've got enough people in for the first quiz, I've got my plan going. Kind of feel like that's a bit too much. Blue steel. Let's just go Luciano Sky Diamonds and 90. Let's do that one. Mind you, let's change it up. What's the song? 2 hours. Well, that's a bit harder. Too hard for chat and talk. Let's do that one. It's not about Zwift. It's not about cycling. I said to the quiz, don't make it about cycling or Zwift, because problem is, it doesn't know us, does it? Doesn't know that we've forgotten everything. Do you reckon we should start the first quiz now? Where's my scenes? I wasn't sure if I should include the Kahoot sound into the game. Where's my Kahoot? It's all sorts of messing about. Oh, by the way, if you do see, I've got something down there. I haven't got extra discount for you guys, so you don't have to buy it off there. But I do have an affiliate link now, the first official affiliate link. And it's only for Australians and New Zealanders. So I think don't know what happens if you click it if you're from overseas. Obviously you don't get that page. But I'm not sure if you buy anything from Wahoo from overseas. What happens with that with me? I've still got to talk to my contact about it. Well, why am I doing 100 cheap%? Okay. So, let's get my Kahoot up. Where's the screen? Should I include the sound from Kahoot? Oh, it already was on there. It reset itself. Might as well turn it up then. Don't know if it's actually going through to the stream. So, anyway, let's get into the first one. I think this should work. Okay, loading the game pin. Oh, I've got to do the capture screen again. Capture the screen. There we go. Okay. Oh, I've already got some people in. Oh no, yeah, we do. We got, I don't know, what's that? Team Horse, Team Tiger, Team Monster. I don't think there's anyone yet, is it? It's been too quick. Do I delete those? What's going on? Kaboom music. Audible or too loud? Let me turn it down. For some reason it was much quieter before, because I think I hadn't got everything lined up properly. Oh, I'm sweating already. Why? It's only 13 degrees. Alright, so we've got teams. How do I get rid of teams? Wasn't on there last night when I checked. What's this? Oh, that was... I don't quite get it. We'll find out what happens soon. How do I get rid of the teams? I just pressed a plus. I don't want teams. Where did the teams come from? If I go back. Hey Darren, Yeah, you get some sleep. It could take me forever to work this out. What if I go back? Yeah, I'm going back. Why did it have teams? It didn't have that last time. General knowledge, yes. Classic. I don't want any teams. Why did you have teams? Alright. Maybe I spurred everyone out, but I'm pretty certain. Anyway, so what I'm up to, 10-minute ramp up. So it doesn't have teams now. Did I just boot people out? Was there 3 people that actually created their own team? What do you mean, yikes, and mileage? Mileage on what? The bike or how far to go? Oh, you're talking about Darren? Yeah. 100-kilometre ride. Long run. Darren, you've probably gone to bed now, but been busting out the kilometres. I'm still so keen to know what happens when you use another trainer. I swear your trainer's under reading. You must be hot in Malta now, in the middle of summer almost. I say almost, what it's been 7 days. Seriously, I want you to go and find the nearest Wahoo KICKR you can. I'll lose a bet if you don't gain more power. Mind you, no one's willing to take that bet. So I think everyone thinks your trainer's under reading. Yeah, Josh came, was it 5k state champ? Or was it 10k? I think he's always done a bit of running. Never lost it. Oh, there's Coco. Not Coco, Cadence. Constance flashed up behind me. She must have turned off. I think I saw the time, but I don't want to say what it is, what I think it is, because it'll be wrong. I'm not very comfortable actually, it's humid. Humid for how cold it is. Zwifty, I'll lock it so no one else can join in and you can win. We got one participant. I'd play against you, Zwifty, because honestly, I'm pretty certain I've forgotten the answers. I was actually had to go through the second time to make sure I checked the right box for the answers. There's Constance, 1 minute 10 behind me. I use Strava, he'd have his time. Yeah, so I think he said it was a bit confusing for me as a non-runner. He said it kicked around the bend. I was thinking he meant on the last lap. And then he said he held it. There's Darren. We've lost Zwifty and Darren's in. I've never seen you two in the same Kahoot chat or Kahoot game. Literally, because usually Rob's running it. Mind you, I think you would have been in there when Nathan was running the podcast. But we'll ignore that. It seems better if it's potentially you two are the same people. There we go. Darren's out now. I hit start as soon as both of you are in. It's only 5 questions, 30 seconds each. Did it kick you out? I didn't touch anything. You can see my hands aren't on it, just touching anything. It's good having a gravel bike on this section. I doesn't feel like I'm going slower than I should. How did I get only 1 registered only? How's that possible? Where's my settings? Show questions on the device. That's the only thing that I've ticked so far. What else am I supposed to kick? There you go, it's 2 of you now. What happens if it kicks you both about? You're both there for now. All right, I'm hitting start. Oh, full screen, get rid of full screen. There we go. All right, here we go. This is a bit of a man-on-man, one-up race, this one. Be funny if you both got kicked out, because I can't see that you're still in there. I think that question, I'm guessing that's what I'd go for. I forgot what the answer is. But Canada or South Africa. Because there's official languages. I suppose India, there's lots of languages, but not official. Next, I've got to do that physically, don't I? There's 2 of you there. Both drafting each other at the back and the front of the group at the same time. Oh, quick out of the gates, you do. Now we've got a split difference. I gotta press next again. So much work. Oh, Rob's pulled out a lead. It's only 5 questions, so 3 to go. Come on. One's answers, one's thinking about it. Oh, another split. Who's got it? Oh, Rob. I should have made a double points for the last question, shouldn't I? Got 2 questions. It's kind of a weird question. This one which is doubly landlocked. I suppose how would you phrase it otherwise? Oh, another split in the answers. Oh, Rob's going for it. Streaking away from you, Darren. Darren is. You got the last one to go, then you go to bed. Oh, okay. Well, Rob's won because you both answered the same thing, but let's see if you both got that right. You're on the podium, Darren. Guess what you win, Rob? Nothing. I ain't got nothing to give you. It's just prestige. First ever Kahoot winner on a Sunday. You got one right, Darren. Alright. We'll wait a little bit and then we'll do another one. Suppose I can find a new Kahoot. We got round 2. Is that round 2? Where's round 2? It's over there. Alright. Should we go again? Are you guys keen straight away? I only got 5 questions. It's going to last first 10 minutes of my stream. We need at least 3 people to make it so that getting on the podium is an accomplishment. The chlorine answer. Cheat, Rob. I'm not allowed to read. It makes you intimidated. Good thing about these questions is when I was looking at them, I'd be guessing some of the answers. I was actually hoping I didn't have to press anything after I started the game. I've got one button I need to press at the beginning to swap into this scene. Because I've got this scene at the beginning, and I've got this scene. So it's one button to press. Didn't expect me pressing something else. Actually, I knew I had to swap Kahoots, but not keep pressing next every time. My lights aren't really very well set up. They're supposed to be facing this way, but they're both facing out the other way. Oh, well, something different today. Eventually the sun's going to come up behind me. You'll be able to see through that door, sort of. Be a bit blurry, but you'll be able to see there's light. Alright, let's go. Start another one. Where's my... What happened to it? I'll start now. Okay. I'm not pressing start until there's 3 of you, and then it kicks you out, and then there's only 1 of you, and then there's 2 of you. There's 3 of you. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Rob. Oh, Darren got kicked out again. He's back again. Alright. Come on. Need 1 more person. Just 1 more. There's a reason why I didn't do this Kahoot last week. You need people to play the game, don't you? It's a little bit difficult because you've got to go to a different... You've got to get YouTube and Kahoot going at the same time. Alright, we've got how far to go. Instead of having my links down here, they should have the Kahoot link. Oh no, we lost. Oh, back to Zwifty. So for those that don't know, Darren's an absolute beast. I'll never take him on running. Oh, hi, jump on into Kahoot if you can. So we've got 3 people. You can use it on your phone. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. I can understand. Did I say morning? Yeah, evening as well. Yeah, Darren's an absolute beast. And gets through it all. Oh, there we go. I'm pressing start. Here we go. Whoops, gone to full screen again. Back to geography this time. It's only 5 questions. It'll be done quick as long as I keep pressing next. All right. Oh, different answers. Who's going to get it right? Or is Singapore the right answer and you're wrong? Hey Chris. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Kahoot. Had an issue just getting 2 people in. All right. We've got a leader early on. I got no idea either, Darren. I was like asking the same question when I put it on. This is a bit of a topic in the media at the moment. Oh, 225 kilometers until my next upgrade. All right, we've all got, again, you've all got different answers. Oh, Rob's hit the lead. Oh, I've got 1 minute to go. Green, starting now. Let's go. Oh, 1 answer already. Oh, 3 different answers. You guys you're not hanging out together, are you? It's all split. This question I actually Googled just to make sure. And then it made a lot of sense once I had a look. I thought Australia for sure, because it's got literally just surrounded by ocean. But you've got all those little islands in Canada. There's thousands of little islands, so every single little island gets counted as coastline. So it absolutely demolishes the rest of the world, because every single little landmass gets counted as coastline. It doesn't go around the whole thing. So Canada's, I don't think twice as much as the rest, but it definitely tricked me up there, Darren. So now you know one thing you learnt today. Oh, set for Wes. You need that. All right, next question. Oh, we'll go and answer already. All right, I've got 2 going for Sumatra, Borneo. Oh, Wes is our new leader. Well, was a leader, but joined in, has taken over Quiz Master. I actually get a bit tripped up by this one too. Well, everyone's gone. Oh no, you got Russia and France. Before I press next, I was actually thinking about UK, but UK's kind of stuffed it, haven't they? They conquered and then gave it all back. There, Darren, you made the podium. Russia has got 11 time zones, but France has got more, because it's got all those little tiny nations that it's conquered. You can Google it to double check. You got 3rd place there, Darren. Well done, Wes. Rob's, you missed Rob, you missed the power up. That Canada one, definitely. I was like, I've got to Google that. Yeah, I would have gone, like obviously I guessed probably most of those questions, but I was thinking to myself, I'm going to double check that because I know that Canada and Australia landmass is pretty similar, but Canada's got America, well, USA, and Alaska, which is USA, but you get my point. So I was thinking there's no way yeah, but Indonesia's actually on the list, top 10 I think. Australia's only 7th. It's because we don't have enough islands. Just need to blow a few of our peninsulas up, send them out to sea. We've got a few islands, but the bulk of us is one big island. Yeah, that's what I was like, what constitutes a coastline? Then I looked at the map. The map was visually easy to see because it literally just circled every single little tiny island in northern Canada. Don't know what that region's called. Bloody cold area of Canada. Moscow region is European. What are you talking about though, Darren? I'm missing the context. I'm happy to say that you're right, because really, these questions didn't come to the top of my head. Right, where am I? I'm in Watopia Flats, on the best bike for Watopia Flats. Watopia Flats. Fan Flats. Fuego. Grain of sand. Anything where Australia's not on top, when it's a good thing, I'll complain about. Be really good for the budget though, wouldn't it? Be like, Department of Defence goes to the Parliament and says, oh, we've got this much coastline we need to defend. This is how much America spends on its coastline per kilometre. You need to give our defence budget 4 times that of USA. I could be a little bit political about Australia because it's not such a hot topic, but we're so dumb in spending billions of dollars on nuclear submarines when it's pretty damn obvious what you should be spending money on to defence these days. Get yourself some drones, Australia. Uzbekistan. I think that's probably not Uzbekistan. Cycling goals, Darren. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Try and get on Sundays. Don't have to do 2 hours, but just get some zone 2 on a Sunday morning. I'm going to try and make it regular. Either 6:30 or whenever I can get up. Today I was 10 minutes late again. Because I could commit to the afternoon on a Sunday, but the problem is that means gotta tell the family to go and do their own thing sometimes. So this time in the morning for me means that everyone's just asleep, no one's keen on doing anything. I don't know how you get that, Darren. It's a shame you can't use the link in my description. It's only Australia and New Zealand. Because if you got a KICKR too, then I reckon you would get that 300. I reckon you get that 300 with the KICKR 2. Core 2. We've got to be accurate. Is my screen swapping down here? Is it still just staying on the bike? Let me just make sure it swaps over. I did build this last night. Here we go. Back to my screen again. Here we go. Now, is it going to swap over or is it broken? Showed the core for about 2 seconds. Not even that. Should swap every 30 seconds. Should. Otherwise I'll go into studio mode and fix it. Hasn't swapped, has it? Let me try. One more thing. Give it 30 seconds. I don't know when I started that though, but it's when we get to 2 minutes on this workout to go. Or interval. Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue, obviously, is you need a custom handlebar. But for steady state effort, 100%, get yourself a different trainer and check, because the amount of hours that you do, because you're a beast, Darren, there's no way you'd have more than 300. All right, it's definitely not swapping over. Just give me a moment while I go to studio mode and realise that something's wrong. Maybe I can just manually change it. Give it a while. Hey Brick, oh there we go, it worked. My trainer came up. Okay, so that technical issue's gone. I've been riding, well, on Zwift since 2000 and, I did Zwift on 2018 at a Zwift event in person. First ever Zwift ride, and it was horrible. And then started properly getting into Zwift just during lockdown, I think. I was riding outdoors and Zwift at the same time because I was a bike courier, so pretty much just doing bike courier work, trying to get my money. And then lockdown happened. I decided that I'd get onto Zwift because when lockdown initially happened in Australia, everything kind of just shut down. And the problem was there were so many people who suddenly wanted to work as bike couriers that I wasn't riding. So started riding on Zwift. I mean, stopped doing bike courier work. Started working from home, doing admin work, easy accounts keeping stuff. So basically, be riding like this, doing this workout whilst doing some bookkeeping. And the great thing about bookkeeping is you can do it as long as you get it done. So I used to do my rides in the morning, listen to podcasts, do some bookkeeping. No, I wasn't cool. I wasn't a cool kid for bike touring, but I did have down tube shifters. So that's the ones where the shifters are actually going to reach down. You can't see because of the tower, but it's just a lever. And I didn't even have the friction levers, so you just had to guess where it was going to be for the next gear. Because I had an old aluminium bike, which I figured was the best thing to do with the courier bike riding, because you'd always end up in Melbourne. There's so many apartments, so you have to leave your bike outside, quickly dash into the elevator, but you never know how long you'll be stuck in the elevator for. So having something that looked pretty rubbish but stealthy was the key. A lot of other guys had good bikes, But I never had my bike stolen once. Like, he'd used a pretty crappy lock and actually spent probably $500 on parts for the bike. It just had a really crappy looking aluminium frame with downshift shifters. I actually really enjoyed riding downshift shifters when you come to a set of lights. Instead of having to click, 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 click down, you just like click the downshift shifter, and then you at the bottom gear or top gear, the easier gear, is to pull away again. The issue came when you're riding on rollers. So doing courier work wasn't such an issue because you just whack it into gear and get up to speed, slow down again, get up to speed again. But if I was doing group rides with my mates who are all bike couriers, I'd be like, shift, shift, shift. I became old real quick. Your third halo bike. I haven't got one yet, Darren. Yeah, Sydney. So for those who don't know geography, Sydney is, especially Bondi area, well, the whole way around the bay really, up and down, up and down. It's probably more similar to England when you're doing those sportive rides. Obviously not as long as the climbs, but you can get 10-15% little pitches everywhere. In Melbourne there's one hump in the middle, so you go to Swanston Street, which is up the top of the city, then you ride down a hill, up a hump, down the hill, and you're at the other end if you're going from east to west. Then you come back up the hump and down, but it's not a huge hump. It's only probably a 6% grade for 200 metres or so. And then if you went north and south, it was just a steady climb north and a steady descent south. The biggest issue was just getting across the river sometimes. But it was great fun. If I could choose a job again, I'll do that one again, but the problem is the company I worked for was paying us way too much. Couldn't survive. Yeah, so the halo bikes, you need to, well, there's different halo bikes. Easiest one to get is riding the Zwift bikes. And then if you get the Tron, then you can get a halo Tron. But once you got the Tron, it takes a lot longer to make the Tron the highest upgraded. So the best bet is, rather than me explaining it poorly, I can put the Zwift Insider article in the comment for this video. I don't think you can do links in a live chat, but I'll put it, if I remember, in the comment. You just need 3 bikes fully upgraded to level 5, but they need to be the right manufacturer, because not all manufacturers have a halo bike. As Darren said, Specialized is one of them. But trust me, Breck, you're going to need a lot of kilometres. It's great for motivation. Kilometres and drops. Which I actually have a video about how to get lots of XP the most efficient way. Drops not so much anymore. They got rid of the easy drops. Stoneway Sprint. But the more XP you get, the quicker you level up. And every time you level up, you get, I think, 50,000 drops. All right, let's get on another quiz. Dave, it's in the house. All right, let's find a new Kahoot. Where's 3? It doesn't really matter, but at least I'll keep an eye on. So, if anyone wants to jump in, I only need 3. It's a bit of a pain going to Kahoot, I know, but if you watched last week's quiz, it was such a faff typing everything in the chat. Problem with the A, it's hard to get the A-thoughts though, isn't it, Darren? It's again, you've got to be at the right level, but the A-thoughts is definitely well, not definitely, but it's the best climbing bike. SLA's not too far behind. 108, Darren. And you've been doing it just by doing kilometres, haven't you? You haven't been farming the XP. Oh, 107. Slacker. Alright, got two in the Kahoot. There's a slight delay on my stream. Alright, here we go. Just need one more. I sucked Darren in, didn't I? He said he was going to go to bed, what, 40 minutes ago? There's Wes. Alright, we got 3. I'll give it to the next interval, so we can get 4 in. Alright, give it 10 seconds. Just in case you guys all get kicked out before I press start. Is that 10 seconds? I think so. Alright, let's go. Well, back to full screen again. There you go. We got 30 seconds for each one of these. Alright, so we've got a split again. The Stoneway Hut chick. That was fun though, Darren. You just hanging with the crew, doing U-turns so you can do the U-turn just at the fastest time. Alright, Wes. Oh, we got 4 in it. You snuck in just at the end there, Darren. Alright, Wes is our current champ. See if you can maintain that. As you can tell already, these aren't Zwift or cycling questions. It's a Saturday night for most of you guys. I think it'd be more fun making them difficult for me anyway. Glad I'm not answering these. Oh, you got that. Oh, where's what happened? Thought I saw only 3 answers. It's close now. It's only 5 questions. No pressure. Remember with Kahoot, it's not even a right answer, so how fast you do it. Oh, there's a split. Oh, Darren's taken the lead. Here we go. Rob's dropped off the pace. Battle of Hastings took place in which year? Oh, we got another big split. 2 got right. Oh. Zwifter Rob's roared back into second place. It's close though. Wes's got a lead. Last question. Who's going to get second? It's pretty much on who can get the right answer fastest here, isn't it? Alright, here we go. Oh, all right. Here we go. Big reveal. Honestly, I had no answer. I had no idea that answer. Podium. Oh, I can't see it. I have to look at my screen. Hold on, Dave. It's a little, the bottom's cut off. Rob's second. Wes. Oh, Darren, you had a good run. That's the issue, Rob, about the quiz and the chat. It's the reason why I didn't want to do it last week, but I think for me it makes it so much easier, and for you guys, because I can rattle off these 5 questions quite quick. It'd be great if YouTube had an inbuilt quiz like this, so you don't have to get out of YouTube. You're gonna retire champion, Wes. What about, that was 3, I've got 2 more to go. Is anyone keen to go again, or should I wait? What have we got? We've got 9 viewers, but of course, 10 viewers now. Sport quiz. What I can do, I can get through. But you're supposed to be going to bed, Darren, and not that it's bad for my, keep watching. You're going to bed 48 minutes ago. I was going to get these 5 done because I have no idea if anyone's going to do them. And then I think in Kahoot I can then choose it to build a random one. But next week I think I'll make, maybe we'll make 10 rounds, 5 questions, or we can do, yeah, because I think 5 questions is good. People come and go. You don't want to be stuck saying hello, checking out what's going on, and then realizing you need to go. So 5 questions is quick. Maybe I'll do 10 rounds next week. Throw in some sports related ones. Problem with doing quiz questions, as Rob knows, if you want to do anything related to cycling, yeah, I did this ages ago, Dave. Got up the Alp in a race, and I was like, I'm not racing that. This is the last stage of some long week series, so I just did Kahoot of it. Anyway, yeah, Darren, so if I get to do sports questions, anytime there's a question about cycling, it's always like, what event or what Grand Tour finishes in Paris traditionally, or which is not a monument, and things like that. The problem is, it's hard to gauge on how hard to make the questions for those things. So thought I'd go with more general knowledge stuff, random things. I wanted to make the questions hard enough that you had to guess, so that at least it was a bit of fun in working out whether you guessed right. But not just make it so everyone should know the answer. So if I do sport, I think Olympics or something, Olympics based would be good. I'll be doing this, trying to do this every week around the same time, Dave. Good thing about doing a workout is I don't have to worry about watching what's happening in Zwift, because there's a lot going on doing this. Yeah, that's what I was talking about in that video I did a few weeks ago about getting back on Zwift. It's not so much as Zwift that I miss. I could be doing Training Peaks Virtual or my wish or something, but it's a community. Talking to people who are as obsessed as you are about the same thing. And whilst I got to high level of Zwifting, the thing that I missed the most was having that camaraderie of someone else being at the same level as you, no matter what level it was. Because in real life, as you all know, when you go outside to the real world, even if you run into a cyclist, it's very rare to run into someone who has done FRR or the chasing series. Even amongst some Zwifters, or many Zwifters really, they got no idea what a ZRL race or a WTRL TTT is. The great thing about YouTube is that you get to find some friends for the asylum. So Darren asked me about what my goal is. It's not really an FTP level. I think my goal is just to get back into doing Zwifting, committing to doing live streams, and also the team time trials. Definitely motivated me. But motivation only gets you so far. Then it needs to be a habit. So I've done it now for almost 3 weeks consistently. It's coming up close. I was actually thinking I might need to take a few days off, rest, because I've been not ramping it up super hard, but my training fatigue's ramping up. So it might be a good idea to take 2 or 3 days off the bike next week or the week after. You don't know what it is, like Rob, but you know what it is. You know how difficult it is. You look at the courses. When I was at that in-person Zwift event, I didn't talk to everyone in the room because I'm too introverted. But the people I did talk to, if you mention any of the routes, they all understand what it is. As soon as people see the FRR course in London, they immediately look to see if it goes up those bloody climbs. Even Foxhill and Box Hill's hard enough. But having to go up every climb, forward and backwards, turn around, sit down, fetch a pail of water. I'm introverted in as much as if I go out, I just want to go back home again. It's like, I enjoy going out to the Zwift event, but like my dad, what would you call the phrase? I don't even go to the pub enough to even know what the phrase is, but my dad will go to the pub every afternoon, sit down for an hour with his mates and wander back home again. When I go to visit him, I'd sit there with him at the pub. But I'm happier when I'm sitting on my bike in the shed. It's the thing about YouTube, a lot of introverts do a lot of streaming or videos on YouTube, because just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you haven't got interests. And it's the easiest way to share it. It's weird though, because of course you share it with everyone and anyone. My lighting's not very well set up this week. It's one of the reasons why I like streaming, to try and do the technical challenge. If Darren hasn't fallen asleep yet, the issue was at the beginning Kahoot wasn't playing nicely. It created teams straight away for some reason. I blame Rob. Alright, let's go for the next round. Let's go to Well, we can play. Oh no, we can't play this again because it's the same questions. Let's go to round 4. Everyone's up. Enough of me yapping away. Now it always goes to full screen straight away. So we go. Oh, not yet. It's Wes already in. How's Wes already in? How'd that happen? Is it the same game pin or is it just some weird Kahoot issue? Cheers, Dave. Good to see you. Yeah, Breck. If you haven't already, I haven't got my own Discord. I've got a Discord, but it's basically full of, it's like a prison. I found 10 of the worst personalities you could possibly have and jailed them in my private Discord so they don't escape. But Rob has a Discord and Darren's on that. Same's Dave. Wes, I think. So I can't put a link at the moment. But if you haven't got Discord, get Discord. Join in. What is Rob's Discord actually called? I know he's Zwifter, but I'll put a link in it. Kaboom, that's it. Full of lots of very helpful Zwifters. If you look up Zwifter, I think Rob's got his Discord thing, but I'll put it, after the stream, I'll put it in the chat box. Send it to Rob's page. And then of course Zwift Insiders, you've got to go to zwiftinsider.com, I think it is. Gives you everything you need to know about Zwift. Alright, here we go. We've got two in it. And then if you join a Discord, Breck, good thing is you can then join teams. Because a lot of teams events on Zwift, you can't join them natively. You've got to go to a website like WTRL or Dirt, Chasing Yellow. So if you really want to get involved, and then you can do voice chat. Won't always have people in voice chat for those series, but definitely you will for the WTRL when it starts up again. Team racing, so if you come last, doesn't really matter so much because it's a team event. So the good thing about team events is you get to enjoy your teammates' success. It is a rabbit hole. It's a good fun rabbit hole. And then you can join, getting distracted, so you can join voice chat. So if you ever play Xbox games and things, probably PlayStation games, but you don't just have random people in the voice chat. You can choose a voice chat which has people that you have met. That's when it really gets fun, and you really, so the fitness games come, but I'm always loath to talk about Zwift as a means to get super fit, because it's not necessarily the goal for Zwift. It's just something fun to do whilst you're doing fitness. Alright, I've only got Rob in this. Come on, we need more people. Can't have Rob winning. Wes has bowed out. Darren's probably finally fallen asleep. And for those who have just joined in, because Australians will be waking up, or woken up, so that's Australia only. So my hand's in the right spot, unfortunately. Although if you look at that price, if you're in Europe or America, probably that's a lot, but it's Australian dollar. Australian New Zealanders. Cheers, Brick. I'll keep an eye out for you. You have to let us know that your YouTube name is, so we know who you are. So I've got an affiliate link finally. It doesn't actually give you a discount over what you can normally buy, so you can go to the Australian Wahoo website, get the same price. It just means that I get A little bit of commission. Doesn't cost you anything else. Just tick in that box. I haven't worked out yet whether that commission, if you tick on it, I mean, if you click on that link from another country and then buy something from Wahoo website, whether I get any commission from the affiliate link. So that'll be the next question I ask Wahoo. Darren's in, but Darren versus Rob again. I'll give it, got 30 seconds till the end of this, till I hit another green workout interval. See if we can get someone else in. There is a music, I think, but it's not all music. I think there's a category with films and music or something. This one's a different category to the others. All right. Oh no, we've lost Darren. Did Kahoot beat? Oh, back in again. I was going to say Kahoot must have beat him out. Here we go. Starting up. Oh, full screen again. Film music, and here we go. Music for you. It's only 5 questions though, Darren, so no guarantee there'll be a question about music. $9.94. It's kind of sad. Oh, we got to split. It was sad seeing that and realizing that how long ago that was now. Bit of a downer for you guys. Sorry about that. All right, we got to split. He went Forrest Gump. Why is the leaderboard still good, everyone else? Still got Wes and Dave in there. Oh well, anyway, looks like you guys will get top 2 position guaranteed now. Zwifty's pulled ahead. You've got to pedal out of the gate, Darren. Well, this is a music question, but it's not very current. I don't think he made this on a set of decks. Well, that was a quick answer from Matthew. Again, you split. Oh, it's close. 3 questions to go. All right, here we go. Next one. We're getting really learned today. Oh, quick 5 questions answers. All right, again, split. Who's got it right? Oh, Rob. This is like the F1. You're both using your battery boosts. Swapping positions. Doing a 2-step. All right, next question. Can Darren pull it back? To be honest, I've never even heard of the persistence of memory. I ain't got much persistence in that. And we've got one, another one's thinking about it. Oh, all right, who clicked it fastest? I couldn't do the maths. I think it's Rob pulled ahead even further. You both got it right. Impressive. I'm not very educated. Last question. All right. This is definitely both your era. You youngsters. Oh, okay. Rob's won now, but did you close the gap there, Darren? Who got the podium? I can't see. I think it's Dave. Yeah, Dave. Good work, Dave. Darren I can't work out the score because I can't see it on the screen very well. Rob. Well done, guys. Did you enjoy those questions more? I know what you're going to say, Darren, or straight away when Rob comes back from the Kahoot is that you want more sports questions and more modern era music. Although you might want a certain, what time period of music do you want, Darren? I'm guessing classical music's not it. It's only a couple of years ago, wasn't it, Rob? At least it persisted in your memory. I wonder how many persistence and memory jokes I can get out of that. I should put that in every quiz, but I'll forget for sure. Oh, those 1 minute intervals. They're not hard, but they start feeling tough. It's one of the reasons why I love doing this workout, because it shouldn't feel this hard. I should be able to chat, do other things, but also enjoy when that 1 minute ends. Well, my upgrade comes in 200 kilometers. If I join 2 of Darren's Wow events, I'll get that upgrade. It's going to be a bit uncomfortable with the gravel bike though. You guys are all on TTs, aren't you? Is a TT bike set in game, Darren, if you haven't fallen asleep yet? Or do you get to choose any bike you want? Because if I joined your event and it'll set the TT bike, I could ride the gravel, accumulate the gravel, but actually be on a TT bike. I watched your stream. I did comment on it. I'm not sure if you saw it, Rob. Those who haven't seen Rob's streams, he's copying me, isn't he? He got fit after I got fit. He got slow after I got slow. I'm guessing Elizabeth's shoe is probably a bit more provocative. Alright, so those who don't know, so if you join Darren's Wow event, I think it's, what's it called, Darren? I know you can't put the link in the chat unless I manage to unset that, but the Zwift event. So for a tip for you guys, if you want to upgrade a certain bike that isn't a TT bike, if you join Darren's event, you actually upgrade the bike faster because you'll be riding in a really fast group on a TT bike assigned to you, but the bike that you enter the pen with gets credited for that. So it's a great way to upgrade a slow bike. Sunday, so Sunday here, but technically for most people watching, tomorrow. It's always at a time I can't do, Darren, but there's always people that can do it. Yeah, so if you want to upgrade, like this gravel bike, I'm doing like 35 k's an hour maybe. If I was available during Darren's event, I could be ticking this along so fast. I'm going to Google Elizabeth's shoe later on, Rob. Probably know the face. It'd be hilarious if it was nothing like what I'm expecting. One of the things I used to do all the time when I did these intervals is the last 7 seconds, I get out of the saddle, just grind away a little bit, and then as soon as I go through the banner, sit back down. One thing it does is it helps smooth out that change of resistance, but every 3 minutes getting out of the saddle, it helps with just getting saddle sores. You can stay in the saddle for a lot longer, even though you're getting out of it. It makes doing 3 hours on the bike a bit more bearable. I'm not sure what the physiological advantages are, standing out of the saddle every 3 minutes for a few seconds. But it definitely helps if you're ramping up the distance. Two hours 17 to 100k, not bad there, Darren. And you're in the, there's a group above you, is there a group below you as well? The Karate Kid. I keep getting in my Facebook feed things about this, makes you feel old. It's like Back to the Future, and it shows Crazy Doc in Back to the Future 1. It says he was only 42 years old or something like that at that time. I mean, when you're 1 year old like I was when it first came out, everyone seems old, but still, Facebook is the worst when it comes to that. I didn't need to be reminded about that. Why couldn't it put a happier thing on my stream, on my feed? Yeah, 2 hours and 6 minutes. And I guess sometimes you might go for the record too. Not every time, but it's moving. Absolutely moving. Is there a, so you said there's, so the A+, is there 3 divisions or just 2? Or categories? Is my background real? Of course it is, Rob. Let me press pause. If you actually rewind the stream, you'll see that it's getting darker or lighter. I have to move the pram. Oh, got to click back in. That's an effort. Oh, there we go. Alright, back to the workout. Hopefully the erg mode kicks in. A, C and D. You got a B, A, B, C and D, Darren. That's the thing though, Rob, I could probably take a picture of this scene and then put a green screen behind me. I do like the fact that if I do it in the daytime, the scenery behind me is dynamic-ish. This thing ain't dynamic. Am I pointing in the right direction? Yeah, I should be. Alright, what have we got? If I wait too long, everyone's going to go to bed. Let's see if we can get another Kahoot going. What was that one? Did we do 4? I think we're up to 5, aren't we? What I can do, it is a nice background, but you can't see all the rest of it either side, Darren. The good thing about having a mirrorless camera is I can move the camera away from me and really narrow what you can see behind me. One of the excuses of streaming is that it means I can use my camera. All right, we'll go another one, Darren. What I can do is I can do round 5. Then a few minutes after round 5 and go round 1 again. See if you remember the answers. But if you would have, well, you both seen my streams. Anyone else watching casually? I originally streamed with a green screen. It's actually probably the best way to stream. The biggest issue is controlling the light. So at night time it was fine, but in the daytime you get light leaking in, and then you get weird effects. And most people don't care. Probably 99% of people don't care. But for me, it used to annoy me. So I'm pretty much doing this for myself. I'll be watching the stream later on to see if there's any improvements I can make. Especially with sound. I do forget to change the sound setting. I'll do it next stream. But the other thing too, if you use a green screen, you can't wear anything green. Well, you can. It's kind of hilarious. Especially if you've got a green cup. But it takes that tone of green out of you. Which doesn't really matter again to anyone but me. Anyway, let's start this one up. What are we at 5? Now, is there anything I can change on the settings to make sure it doesn't? Classic 10 competitors. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's the thing, Darren. I've always liked cleaner streams. This is probably because I've got the affiliate links down below. I mean, I've got them. I should put them on the stream. But where's my? Oh, actually, I won't change that yet because we're doing the Kahoot. I'll show it later on, but you've seen it before. I literally just one side of the screen is my camera, the other side's a bit of Zwift. Because I'm not racing competitively anymore. When I do more of a competitive race, I'll make Zwift bigger. Is it that side? Yeah, this side. So you can see what's going on. But when it's something like this, you don't need to see all the ride, at least on the side. So I'm kind of going the opposite direction to most people. Most people are like you, Darren, you're getting all the source grass up, letting all the details. Imagine putting all those details up for this stream of me. For FRR and chasing yellow, yeah, I'd probably put more information in. Yeah, I think for your WoW streams, it's probably a good idea because, as Rob says all the time, people are there to view you. I've been talking to Adam, who's one of the few Zwifters I know in Melbourne, besides Nathan Craig and a few of the Aero boys. Actually keen, I'll meet up with him again when he gives back the microphone I lent him. I reckon I've got a few tips for him with his OBS. I suspect actually there's an issue with his OBS. So there's another streaming software you can use, which is Meld Studio. I don't use it because every time I go to use it, setting up my camera, I've got an issue at the moment. But I think with Adam's stream, which is a Zwift Craft, I think his channel's called Zwift Craft. I think there's something going on with OBS, with this sound. I have encountered a bug before when you're using active noise reduction. It doesn't seem to want to turn itself off. And Adam stream is really quiet. So if you're watching this later on, Adam, send me a PM and I'll see if I can go through Meld Studio with you. Meld's actually a lot easier than OBS to set up. It's not as advanced. You can't do as many things, but it's a lot easier. Because I've got a feeling that your sound is glitching for some reason. Start with a clean slate. Oh, I did a time trial on Thursday with Evo. I was hurting up this climb. There was 2 laps of, I don't know, we had to go up this climb and then we went left. Oh no, we went right, down into the tunnel. So as everyone knows who's absolutely dying on this climb, when you get to here, you're almost there. But it's when the pain's kicking in. So, actually on the TTT we went left here and then right. Probably the same course, same direction I'm going now. I still got to go up the volcano, don't I? Holy moly. Holy moly. At least it's erg mode. So I got to the second lap, I got to here, and I was doing everything I can just to hold the wheels. The problem was, I'm the slowest rider by far in the group. So usually what you do is like, okay, I'm at the top, just hold the wheel and you recover. But I was on my absolute limit, just holding the wheel. And there was this section, then you turn right at the banner, and you got that little kicker again. Not much of a kicker, but like Fuego Flats, as you know, Darren, when you're doing that 100-kilometre event, that little hill on the Oasis near the end of the 100 kilometres, it feels like a bigger hill than it is. That was what I was facing on that time trial. I've done 3 of them now. I haven't finished a single one with the Latte group. I wasn't the first to drop this week, but Chris had, I think, issues with humidity or something. Yeah, mountain tempers. So I went right in the TTT and then right again up that little bump, which is nothing unless you have nothing left. So I let the group go. It's getting closer to the finish though. Next week we've got, I think it's Box Hill. I think it's a climb next week. Oh no, it's not Box Hill. It's Petite KOM in France. And the problem is we start straight into the Petite KOM early on. Go up at once, ride around, come back to the Petite KOM. It's either the finish at the top or the finish at the start banner after that. But when you're riding with Bs at the top level of B and you're at the bottom level of C, it is hard. Yeah. Petite Com. So we go to the Pens, turn right here, go up the Petite Com reverse. It's still pretty drafty, but I'm not looking forward to it. I might not even be in the team. There's 8 of us this week. What we need is a really light C to be able to like someone under, what's the limit? Is it 65 kilos where you got more leeway? Yes. We haven't got anyone to start Kahoot. I lost attention. Rob was in there and he's gone again. Actually, I don't mind the client portals. If I was on the gravel bike, Rob's back in again, waking me up. So if anyone had never done Kahoot, it is a bit of a faff. You do have to go into Kahoot.com. You can use your phone or your iPad, but if you're watching YouTube on it, I think Rob goes into Kahoot, has to exit YouTube, is wondering where everyone is. So he comes back again. All right, Darren, you're going for sure this time. All right, Rob, I'm going to give it a little bit longer. You can either do the quiz by yourself, Rob, or we can wait for more people. What do you reckon? You're out of Kahoot now, so I think you can hear me while he's typing chat. Whilst we're doing that, I did a chase race, the Dirt Data Day, or something like that. I'm a dad now, I'm allowed to do it. Chase race. It's based on ZRS score. So I was in the second level, the B's. Kyle was in the A's. So I was basically there just to chat to Kyle. 2 bridges loop. I got over that bump behind us and then got up to the climb. That first bit of reverse hilly com and got spat out the back. I got over the top. The problem was, once you get over the top, you need to kick. I couldn't kick anymore, and that gap kept on growing. I tried to super tuck, but when you've got 10, 15 riders in a group, it just disappeared from me. Probably just as well as 4 laps. Anyway, the B's got caught by the A, stayed in with the A group, as they always do, because B's know how to be, but C's never got caught. Not sure about the D's. All right, Rob, I'm going to press start. This is your personal challenge. It's like a workout for your brain. Here we go. I'll give it 10 seconds just so that you know we're starting because of the delay in stream. Oh, I've got a little rest. Oh, that's right, it's a 90-minute workout. All right, so I have to go up the comm without the workout. Here we go, starting. Carl, he said he was going to watch. He says that every time, though. This is your question. I can hit next, can't I? Oh, you're going to still show on the leaderboards. 4 people. It's good to know that. It means that there's actually no use for it because you don't accumulate points. All right, Rob. Which language family does Finnish belong to? Oh, you're smashing it, Rob. Smashing it. What's the hardest natural substance on earth? This is kind of an easy one. You're on a streak. This is the first time we've seen a streak come up, isn't it? You might know this, Rob. I'm assuming things here, but you do statistics and stuff. There you go. Why couldn't you have had this when there was more people competing against you, Rob? There you go, last question. Double points. It's not really, but what planet has the shortest day? Now, last week we had this question, similar question. You got that right as well. You smashed it. Who's on the podium? I think it's Dave still. Oh no, Wes. Well done, Wes. Is it going to be Darren? Oh, Dave. I think it must be random. All right, Rob. Quizmaster champion this week. Smashed it, Rob. You can't chat until he comes back from quiz. Session summary. What happens if I press that? Doesn't really provide much useful stuff, does it? Alright, what am I pressing? I might as well up the percentage. If you're new to Zwift and you got Zwift plays, I suppose if you don't have Zwift players, if you want to make your workout harder, just keep pressing one of these, and if you want to make it easier, you can see, not sure if my mouse is showing on the screen, but you can also press here. Definitely, if you don't know your FTP, That's a good thing to do if you're doing a workout. And if you've got Zwift plays, you can just see it. Click on that one's harder, this one's easier. I love my Zwift plays. I was a bit sceptical at first because you couldn't buy them in Australia. That's why I was sceptical. Still can't buy them in Australia, but you can buy the new KICKR, the KICKR VT. Yeah, I should have made that the second or third quiz, shouldn't I? Give Wes a run for his money, Rob. What was the dice question again? $3.5 or something, the answer. I've forgotten the exact question. Alright, let's get the resistance up again. I can probably hit another workout, can't I? The thing is, my fitness is coming back in terms of my FTP, the expected value, something like that. I don't know what that means, Rob. So, when I used to do this when I was 72 kilos, I think my average is about 250 for doing that workout. So whilst I'm quite far away, percentage-wise, average 211 is not bad. It's just the weight, the watts per kilo. So if you got that wrong, it would have been embarrassing. You'd have get banned from the chat. It's a bit like asking what Grand Tour finishes in Paris traditionally. For you, ain't it? Alright, let's do another workout while I got the comm. Let's go. I know I've got a short workout in here somewhere. Custom workout. Browse by tags. So I should have a short workout. There should be something in here. Oh, no, there ain't. Let's go to get rid of that. 30 minutes to burn. There's something easy. Oh, it's only 16 minutes. Too easy. Okay. There we go. That's good. Let's go. I don't need to warm up, do I? Let's skip that. I'll show it on screen just so. Ew, where is the play button? There we go. Yeah, I've never actually known exactly what your job is, Rob, but from the chats that I have with you, I don't ask many questions in regards to that because it all goes over my head. But you do sound like you know what you're talking about. I remember we're doing the podcast and we're doing ZRS score and you were talking to, is it Tim? Anyway, don't get bogged down in details. You're chatting away. You two are talking about the maths. Don't know if you can see on the stream. I was definitely, my eyes were glazing over. You do as a bike courier. Yeah, my other job that I had for a long time too, I worked for the government, so I no longer do that, but I still shouldn't talk about it because, well, I don't think technically I'll get in trouble. It's the sort of job when you do government jobs, you can get some crazies. And whilst it wouldn't have nothing to do with me, I'm just a pleb. People will get angry at me. It's pretty much most government departments, isn't it? The first thing they do is tell you all the things that scare the crap out of you. The biggest thing, pretty much every business though, well, I went from bike courier work to working from home, doing bookkeeping. So I had like Zwift, everything going on my phone. Then I went and got a proper office job. The hardest thing was not being able to have your phone on you. Obviously once people got through their probation and everything, they're all checking their phones. But that whole office thing of no phones because you can steal data or accidentally take photos of people's data, ruin people's lives. It's actually one of the reasons why I quit that job, because the problem was, if I was at work, I had a baby, especially when Ethan was in hospital, I literally could not get someone to contact me if they needed to. They might be able to contact my boss. But again, the same situation. They're just a pleb below the other pleb. So, in an emergency, there was no way to contact me really. I was like, nah, stuff that. I don't work. Work's not my main reason. So that's why I stopped doing that job. Even though I could do that job from home quite often. Again, the same issue. Just because I'm at home. When Ethan was in hospital, it was the same issue. It was even harder actually, because if I didn't see team chat pop up or something, because I was asleep on the couch. Not that I slept on the couch during work. I could have had my phone on at home, which I did, but yeah. Well, the other thing too, being from Canberra, all of my family works for the federal government, and so even amongst our family chats, like we do know when family members work for the spy agency, ASIO, but of course, oh, here comes a volcano. Not coming to work out, mate. Like I do know that, not my direct relative, but a couple of my relatives were high up in ASIO, like basically talking to the minister level in ASIO. One of them was actually a legit spy. The nerdiest person you've ever met, because spies aren't James Bond. They are data nerds. Maybe you're a spy, Rob. But I just grew up and that was a normal thing. Like I never even thought about it. Because I never worked for the government. I was always working in the private sector, doing practical jobs. When you dig a hole out in the cattle station, no one cares about you giving away someone's data accidentally, or taking it home, or looking up. Like that's the other thing too. The biggest thing was people looking up their own information. That was the biggest no-no. Change it, because you can go in there and change anything. That's jail time for sure. What's the expected value that you're a spy? Does that actually work? Probably not. Spying on all us Zwifters. It's like the perfect cover, isn't it? You got access to everyone around the world. Keep an eye on that Darren. He's gone to sleep now. We can discuss it. The Malta threat level to the UK. When I went to China the very first time, it was such a weird experience because, like, my family came along, so my mother and stepdad, I've got a father, so it's weird calling him my stepdad, but my mother remarried. And he worked, still does, advising one of the ministers. So he was literally not allowed to go to China with his phone. So I'm sure the things happen, but I'm not the sort of person they're after. But it was super weird. Anyone that's from Australia, probably the UK as well, but definitely Australia, because Australia-Chinese relations are very, very odd, because they're our biggest trading partner besides the US. Well, probably are bigger than the US. So we're relying on them massively. But at the same time, there's a lot of side-eye going on to each other. So when I was in China, anyone who was nice to me, a lot of people are nice to me in China. I had that silly thing in the head, like, why are they being nice to me? Like, people stop me in the streets and ask where I'm from. I'm like, oh, they're a government official. Whereas when I was in Barcelona or something else, I'm more worried they're going to try and steal stuff off me. Not steal my data or try and recruit me. Same thing happened many years ago when I was in Spain, actually, back when I was single. I met a Russian girl. And it was always like, what's the deal with this Russian girl? Because in Australia we meet Russians, but they're all, well, USSR Russians. I don't meet anyone from Moscow. She was rich, very, very, very private about what she does, who she is. I wasn't even sure if it was her real name. It's a problem when you've got a beautiful Russian girl. Doesn't make sense. What do you mean take over as in invade? Nah. Think about China. From what I gather, they're a very different mindset to Europeans. Their version of takeover is less invade and more create wealth. So if it creates instability, China's generally less keen to do it. What they do in the Pacific at the moment is they'll go to small island nations and say, we're going to do nation building, we're going to give you a cheap loan, we're going to do infrastructure for you. And China benefits enormously out of that. Not so much the island nation, but they're not invading the nations. Traditional sense, they're doing business. Now, which one's worse? Well, obviously the business is less bloodshed, but it's one of the issues in Australia at the moment is obviously China has a lot of investment in Australia. The biggest thing is food security and resource security, because China knows America is extremely unstable, as it's happened with the war. So having energy resources and food resources is the play. So in Australia, we've got to tread lightly with our business partner, but at the same time, can't get bullied. I'm nowhere near qualified enough to know about it, but it's kind of like dealing with an older brother. They don't necessarily want to beat you up. If anyone beats you up, it's them. But the biggest issue is the fact that we've aligned ourselves with the USA, which USA's obviously not aligned itself with China. So it's two-faced not democracy, Two-faced, I can't think of the word now, I should. Diplomacy. I knew it started with a D. No jokes about D's. Years ago there was a big issue because in Australia we built a new spy building like ASIO or Department of Defence it was, but it was by far the biggest building built in Canberra, and of course held all the secrets, and it was contracted out. And there was a big fuss because the problem was the contractor, I don't know if they leaked it or if it got hacked into, but basically the plans to the building got released. So they're pretty far into the build, so they had to, I mean, they could have just kept everything the same and said that they changed it. That's old information, it's not true, but it blew out the budget because they had to then rejig all the sensitive areas. But it's funny, like when I go to China, I'm always sensitive to the fact that it's not just the Chinese doing this stuff. If Australia could, they'd spy on everything that China does. Everything. So, just happens to be China so powerful. Yeah. The worst thing is, I'm getting very, very, very dangerous waters here. I think I'm pretty safe. But what I found the worst thing was, it was during Trump's first term in America. And I was talking to one of Whitney's friends who actually lived in America. And she's arguing that, what's the point of having elections if anyone can vote? The Chinese system's good, she claimed, because not everyone can vote, so only the smart people decided what happened on the future. Now, I had a very good counterpoint to that, which was that in history, whenever the people can't decide, it ends in bloodbath. Not saying that's going to happen to China, but history says that if people can't decide their own future, it never ends well eventually. But I could not argue against the elections in America. She had me there, cornered, snookered. So what I did is I got up and I played a YouTube video of me riding on Zwift. I didn't really, but that was pretty much, I changed the topic because it's not the best example. Oh, I've got my spoon in my mouth. $700 meters to go. Still 10 minutes on the work. My string lay. Yeah, in Australia we've got compulsory voting. It doesn't mean you have to vote, it just means you pay a fine. So, unless you're not registered to vote, so you can actually go through your entire adult life not voting in Australia and not getting fined. But we also make the elections on a traditional non-working day, so it's kind of sucks if you work in hospitality. In hospitality, it's always usually easy to vote because the voting polls are at every local school, federally anyway. And of course you got early voting, postal voting. So there's no reason in Australia you don't vote. You don't have to actually vote, you can do a donkey vote. But it does show a difference in the middle ground. The left has definitely become more right-leaning everywhere around the world. to deal with the right turning right. But in Australia, the middle ground's a lot more left. Probably not as, there is a bit of extremism coming to Australia. It's unfortunate. The biggest thing in Australia is the divide between cities and rural people. Because obviously services are very different. All right, top of the climb. But there's no arguing that in a completely ideal environment, if you have one person at the top who is extremely altruistic, I can't even pronounce it properly, and is honestly doing the best for everyone, things are so much more efficient. But of course, there's as much chance of my FTP being 1,000 watts. Oh, I've got 104. 1,000 watts as there's that ever really happening, because who's going to get power and wield that power if you're that sort of personality? It's easy just to binge watch some Star Trek episodes to feel what it'll be like. Yeah, Australia's similar. It's not anywhere near as severe as America, but there's definitely divergence between the extremes either side. I'm not sure if we've got to that point, as you're saying with the UK, where the middle has dropped out. I wonder how you want to nearly the same level. We've been both on 100 for ages. So you've only just been able to level up recently. I think my expedited path, is that what you call it? 4 times bonus, runs out at level 153 or something. 150 something. Alright, I think my stream's been going for, well, not quite, hasn't quite been going for 2 hours. How have you been managing to stay on this stream the whole time, Rob? It's kind of weird having that card the whole time. It's not the best, is it? What else can I put in there though? I can't say there's a new Kahoot coming up. Put on that one. People will be like, wait a sec. Let's just put on to find a new Kahoot. There we go. That works probably a bit better. Otherwise people are going to jump into the stream the last minute. Be a bit confused. The good thing is it's cooldown though, Rob, isn't it? With this volcano, if you're in a group ride, well, free ride, it's pretty hard to get on the volcano without pedaling. I've got no race. Super tuck. I hate getting up early in the morning to do a ride. But once I've done it, it's fantastic because now it's 8:36 a.m. my time. I've done a 2-hour ride, which is, well, it used to be 4 days of riding for me only last week. Tomorrow's my day off, so I've got a full day, not worrying about riding. Full day tomorrow, not worrying about riding, and then VO2 Tuesday. It's not the best time to stream because everyone's at work, but it's the best time for me. 5 a.m. You do get up earlier than me. You are starting it pretty late though. Just hooked on this stream. They only get 2 hours view time just from you, Rob. But I got 3 viewers. I was looking at when the best time to stream this is. You've already heard because I already talked about this. Ideally I'd stream this at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday, but I can't regularly do that. This is the best time to regularly do it. It means that people in the UK are getting ready to go to bed. Americans are out partying. People in Australia waking up and doing a ride to the cafe. Yeah, you can go, Rob. You get an early mark. I got 5 seconds. I'll see you. For those that don't know, Rob does a podcast. Hasn't done it for ages because he's busy with other important things in life. But eventually we'll get back into it. I've got to race Rob whilst he's so unfit. Yeah, the quiz master. I don't know what you win. You can do a challenge. You got to do the out in a workout mode. That'll get a lot of views, probably 10 views. Oh, I've got to do it. Should I use my truck? Yeah, congratulations, Rob. Last week was my first quiz, but I think you were the inaugural Kahoot winner for 2026. Darren's second place, Wes third, Dave fourth, I think. I've got to remember to put something in the chat. Your Discord and I think the Zwift Insiders or something like that. I don't know. I remember. I'll get to the bottom of this hill. Might as well get to 2 hours on riding. Why does it feel like I'm on the... No, this is the gravel bike, isn't it? It's good to say, I hope I'm not on the Zwift bike. Pretty certain this is a gravel bike. I think I swapped accidentally. Got to go to Jarvis Island to get that banner. See if I can get some 10 XP. What can I talk about for the last minute? I have got potentially some big news personally. I'm not going to say anything yet. Doesn't affect anyone else, so you can all relax. Australia's not taken over the world, but it'll come. And if you're really late to this and you're wondering what this is down here, there's no discount code. It's just an affiliate link. If you're in Australia and New Zealand, I think the KICKR 2's been that price before, so I don't want to say that's the cheapest price it's ever been. But for the first time ever, when it pops up on the screen down there, you can get the Zwift Ride for a discount like the rest of the world. Well, say the rest of the world. Canada never got it, but we've been looking at the Europeans and Americans in envy because they can get the Zwift Ride and KICKR 2 combo for a discount. I'm assuming my car's there, it goes change. So if you're in Australia, you need to click on it. It costs exactly the same as if you bought it from Wahoo directly. But I do get a bit of a affiliate link kickback. It's the first affiliate link I've ever had. I don't know really what to do with it. Like ideally 1,000 people would go and buy Zwift Rides now. But I'm under no illusions. It could take me 10 years before someone sees that and says, yeah, I don't want to click on anyone else's discount code. Well, because there are other people who've got discount codes, but this is the only one I know of in Australia. I don't think you can get a 10% off on top of this in Australia. But I'm not going to say that's for sure. Click on it if you're going to buy one. That'll be great. But if not, I mean, I haven't bought it, so I'm very tempted. If I was getting into Zwift again, great. Oh, I didn't press my button. Maybe if I do a U-turn here, do I get a new one if I do it now? This is the reason why people watch these streams, is for all these tips of not using your power up before you go through a banner. Alright, I've done 2 hours. Don't know if I'll get a new banner because I hadn't gone through the whole section. Got to go past the green sprint marker. No, it doesn't matter, it's only 10 XP. Well, it's actually 40 XP for me, but you get the point. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good night, day, afternoon, evening. And I'll see you on, well, if you're going to want to get my latest one, on my Tuesday Australian time. Anyway, you'll see it pop up eventually. VO2 Tuesday. Join in for the VO2 workouts on the very first session if you want. Don't have to watch my stream, but it's great training. Alright, now I'm going to be fine where the button is. It's very funny, last week I pressed stop recording, not stop streaming, so it was like 30 seconds of me thinking I wasn't streaming anymore. Lucky I wasn't picking my nose or something. I started to take my clothes off. You can see also it was daytime. If you go back to the very beginning of the stream, it was very dark. Alright, I better go. Never know if I should say peace out like I do my other videos. I'll do that. Peace out.